What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Darium's Competitive Pokemon. Gonna be playing a game with Ninetales GX, Alolan Ninetales GX, Zoroark GX on PTCGO. I love this deck. I think it's super sweet. It's definitely in like the top, rungs of my testing circle. It's definitely, one of my top considerations. The next regional championship I'm going to is going to be in Memphis, Tennessee. So that's actually on my birthday weekend, December 14th. Super excited. I am going to be turning the ripe young age of 29. So that is exciting. That's exciting. But I'm excited. Memphis should be good. Should be a good time. I am, considering these days, unless for some reason Memphis isn't standard, but I'm pretty sure it's standard format. I'm pretty sure that is the case. If I'm wrong, please correct me. But otherwise, it's still a month out. So it is in my top. It is in my top testing. I'm pretty sure Memphis is standard. That's why I'm testing standard, and all my friends are testing standard. But I mean, heck, I've been wrong before. So let's go ahead and we're gonna bridge it. Looks like we're playing against. I thought this looked like a fairy deck, so I don't really know. I am gonna get a Tapu Koko here just to have that. I'm also gonna get another Zorua, and I've got an N in hand. Let's just go for one more Vulpix, I guess. Two Zorua is probably fine. Let's go for one more Vulpix. That's a lot of cards. Now, I'm always like a little worried about getting like the turn one, and we'll just put the DC there and pass. I'm always a little worried about like turn one just like filling up my bench like this. But since I have a turn two Zoroark GX just guaranteed, then, that means that I'm going to be able to trade to continue to draw cards no matter what. Previously, before Zoroark GX was like in existence, by filling up your bench entirely, your opponent could do something just like end you turn one, and then if you get end turn one and you draw a hand that doesn't have any supporter cards but has like a Lele or an Ultra Ball in it, but since your bench is just like chock full, you can't use the Lele to draw any more cards, so you just get like stuck there and kind of stalled out for a little while, and that's just like super awkward. So I always try to be like aware of that, try to be a little cognizant of that. Oh, great, they play Mr. Mime. I thought it was a fairy deck, but it's just a Zoroark Lycanroc deck, and I've got a DC on a Tapu Koko. Fantastic. This is not what you want. But this is fine. Nonetheless, really wish I'd probably attach that DC to someone else now, but, live and learn. So this is okay. Let's go ahead and end it up. I do have a double colorless energy. I do have a water energy. I could trade. Let's go ahead and trade that water energy. Just get that out of here and see what we get. We got a Ninetales GX. That's pretty cool. I can't, Ice Blade anybody other than, the active because of that Mr. Mime, which is just super annoying and really, getting in the way here. But that's fine. Let's just go ahead and Ice Blade the active. I don't have any qualms with this. And then if my opponent decides to hit into my Ninetales, I could just do something like, Ice Path GX. I don't care. Unfortunately, we've got that DCE just wasted on the Tapu Koko right now. But, oh well, life happens. I could slap a choice band on it and do 50 damage to somebody if I had to. But, I have seen this deck. I mean, I played against a Lycanroc Zoroark deck, and the last time I played against this deck, I lost. Oh, and they got Buzzwole in here too. Man, this is an interesting little build. This is pretty cool. And they're going to end me, so that is exciting. I like my board position other than the DCE on that Tapu Koko right now. Otherwise, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm, satisfied with having the Zoroark out. Honestly, the Tapu Koko pretty much needs to be here anyways, just for the free retreat, so that I can have it as an option, so that I can Aqua Patch easier. Okay, you can see my opponent's got a strong energy on their Buzzwole. They've got 50 damage on their active. Okay, let's see. What do we do here? I could Kukui. There's really no point in Kukuing, though, because I knock out the Zorua super easily. I could Guzma up the Buzzwole and hit it for like 80 damage if I wanted to. I think that I might just knock out the active, though. I think maybe I do want to put some damage on that Buzzwole. I guess the Buzzwole is like a pretty decent threat. So let's just go ahead and Guzma that thing out. Since my opponent already has a strong energy on it, that means that if my opponent were to, throw another strong energy on that, they could Jet Punch for a lot of damage, 30, 50, 70. Maybe they put a Choice Band on it. That's 100. They could, very close to knocking out a Zoroark GX. So that is pretty intimidating. Let's go ahead, put this choice band. We'll trade. Let's trade the Zorua. I probably won't need that thing. And get 2 cards. We got another choice band and a water. I'm going to slap the water onto my benched Vulpix here just to get that going. And then let's just Ice Blade the active Buzzwole. So pretty cool there. Don't really mind that at all. Getting some damage on this Buzzwole so that if they try to do anything tricky with it, you know, I could just take it out next turn pretty simply. Maybe I could Kukui. If I Kukui, I'm doing 100 damage with Ice Blade, which is not quite enough to knock out the Buzzwole. But maybe, you know, I can get an attack going with this, you know, with this bench Vulpix. Maybe I get a Blizzard Edge coming from the bench. Maybe I come up with Zoroark GX if I can find my 3rd DCE and can Riotous Beating. But, you know, I think like attaching the fighting energy, the strong energy to the Buzzwole might have been like a little bit ambitious. They probably should have just put it on this Rockruff so that then, you know, they have the option to have either, you know, Jet Punch, or they could go in with Lycanroc's attack, because Lycanroc's attack is really good too, and Lycanroc's GX attack could actually knock out this Alolan Ninetales GX like super easily right now. So I have to like definitely be wary of that Rockruff. And if they put a strong energy on the Rockruff, like I need to be aware that like that is what's coming down the tunnel here. So like that's a little sketchy. I'm really annoyed at the fact that they happen to play Mr. Mime. I guess like, oh, who are they bringing up? Who are they bringing up? They're going to bring up the Zoroark GX. Are they just, yep, they're going to go ahead and Jet Punch this thing for a whole lot of damage. That being said, if I can find this double colorless energy, I'm going to be taking out that Buzzwole too, so I don't even mind. They're going to Acerola. Okay, they're Acerolaing that. That's fine. Thought maybe they'd Acerola their Buzzwole, but it looks like they don't have a free retreater, so it looks like Acerola, you know, probably had to happen on the bench Zoroark there. And this deck is looking okay. Like, all right, you know, like I don't mind this. You know, they got a cute little play off there with the Buzzwole, but I don't necessarily know that this is going to be the best thing for them, because I'm probably going to knock out this Buzzwole, and then they don't really have a whole lot going on. So let's see if we could get ourselves out of this mess. Let's Aqua Patch to my bench Ninetales for sure. Let's attach, I don't need to attach a choice band to my active Zoroark. Like, what if I get a Float Stone to retreat that thing? Like, that would be pretty good. So I'm going to attach it instead to this bench Vulpix. And then I'm going to end, and then I think we'll trade after the end just to see what we hit. All right. Now, I haven't gotten the energy that I need yet. Ugh. So I might need to trade. This thing's got a fat retreat cost of 2. Let's just go ahead and trade. Let's trade a water energy and see what we get. Hopefully we get a DCE, and we got nothing. Oh my gosh. All right. So we're just going to have to leave that thing out there to rot. Go ahead, Zoroark, you know, just take it, man. Just go ahead and just take that hit. There's nothing we could do about it. You know, next turn, the reason I attached that energy here to this Vulpix, like just because, I don't know, I didn't want to just put all my, you know, all my effort into this Alolan Ninetales over here. I wanted to have like some other attacker built up. So I'm assuming I'm going to be able to get myself like another Ninetales. And that way I just have like a clean Ninetales GX with a choice band, because my opponent is like putting some work into this one over here. So I wanted to like diversify my options, and that's what we were going for. So let's Rescue Stretcher, put a Pokemon from our discard pile back into our hand. Let's see if we can get done this turn what we couldn't get done last turn. So we're going to evolve here, and now we just, you know, now we need to knock out this Buzzwole, like finally. And like I said, this Lycanroc GX is just going to be doing a huge amount of 200 damage with that Dangerous Rogue GX, just with 4 Pokemon on my bench, so that is just super unfortunate. They have Zoroark GX out, so like N isn't going to be doing very much, but I think I need to play it. Like I can't, you know, I can't just not play a supporter. I need to try and draw these cards that I need. Okay. We did get a water energy, and we did get an Ultra Ball, so we can do that. I can attack with the clean Ninetales. There's no point in attacking with that clean Ninetales, though, because it's just going to get smoked by Dangerous Rogue GX. I think that that's what my opponent's going to come up with. So I think what we do is we retreat into this one, and we just take the knockout with Blizzard Edge with this Ninetales, and then next turn we try to knock out the Lycanroc when it comes to knock me out. Now, maybe my opponent gets the knockout with maybe they get the knockout with the Zoroark. That would be super annoying, and they would probably be able to win the game that way. I think I do need to get myself a Zorua going too, though. Oh, and I need to save myself. I need to like save a Kakoi as well. All right, I don't have a Zorua in deck, so that was a little bit of a mess up on my part, but that's fine. We'll get this Ninetales. I could. They don't have any non-EX attackers out, so like I could maybe like tank with this Ninetales a little bit. Like that's a valid option. I know that they play, you know. I know that they play. No, I think I just want to go with the big hitters and just take my knockouts. You know, because I mean they could just evolve that into a stand-in Zoroark and just take care of that so easily. So let's do that. I think that I'm going to trade my. And maybe I don't necessarily need to trade this turn, though. Like, I'm probably fine. And next turn, I'm going to save the Lele so that I could Lele for Kukui. And hopefully they don't knock my Choice Band so that I can knock out their Lycanroc in one hit, you know, with my Ninetales. Do 190 damage and take the knockout that way. So that's like my route. I think that's the only route that I have. Oh, my Floatstone was prized. I think that's the only route that I have in this game. If my opponent takes this knockout with the Zoroark, then things are looking bad. I'm going to have to end. I'm going to have to, you know, but I can't end and Kukui to knock out the Zoroark GX at the same turn. So I would just have to like Kukui and not bench another Pokemon. I mean, that is a valid strategy because at this point, you know, if they take this knockout, then I'm going to only have 3 bench Pokemon, meaning that Dangerous Rogue is not going to be doing as much. But they could easily just find Guzma for game if they find a DCE for this Lycanroc GX, and they could end the game on this Zoroark over here. I do wish that I had a Zorua on the bench just so that I could go up and force odd prizes somehow. If I could, like, you know, that's why I'm including this, the breakthrough, not the breakthrough, the Mind Jack Zoroark, is just because it is so good for forcing that odd prizes. You know, you can see my opponent is just on an even prize trade right now. I could have evolved into the Alolan Ninetales here, the other one, the non-GX one. I just think that, you know, that would have given my opponent probably a too easy of an out to be able to win the game just by if they had evolved that into a stand-in Zoroark. So I do like the stand-in Zoroark. You know, kind of wish I had him right now. You know, he can do that 190 damage with just a double colorless energy. You know, Professor Kukui is hitting 210, which is perfect numbers. But I'm pretty impressed by this deck. I mean, in reality, it's not bad. Oh, they don't have the knockout. Right. So, like, I don't know what they were thinking because they would have needed to attach a Choice Band. They were probably sycamoring and hoping that they would hit it, and they just didn't. So that is super interesting. I can Guzma this turn, but I can't Guzma and, like, knock out anything meaningful. I can Guzma and maybe just like knock out this Tapu Lele though, and put my opponent in a position where then all I just need to do is Kukui and have Choice Band for game. So I think I'm gonna do that. There's no point in me trying to take a non-EX knockout this turn. So let's go ahead and Wonder Tag. Hopefully we have a Guzma left in deck, to be honest, because I'm not actually totally sure. We got 1 left. All right, and we've got 2 Kukuis. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. So we got that. Let's go ahead. Grab the Guzma. We're going to slap this Floatstone down onto my Tapu Lele since I don't think that my opponent will target that down. And then let's bring this thing up, and we're going to throw that guy up there. And I think that we do it with the damaged one. No, if we do it with the clean one, then my opponent needs to bring up the Lycanroc, which, you know, then can be knocked out by this bet. I think that I do it with the clean one just so that my opponent... I'm pretty sure there's no way that they can, you know, I force them to pretty much use Dangerous Rogue GX next turn or to like Guzma something. So that's fine. And if they Guzma something, then they keep the clean one active. So that's fine. Or they keep the clean one safe. So let's just Blizzard Edge. Take 2 prizes. Now I am in a little bit of a weird spot because if they do Guzma up my damaged one and knock that out, then that means that I need to get 2 more energy onto this Alolan Ninetales. So that means that I need to find an Aqua Patch, but I've only played 1. I did forget to trade last turn, but I didn't want to get rid of I didn't really want to get rid of anything in my hand. So like I didn't forget to trade. I just didn't really want to trade. I didn't really felt like I needed to. I kind of liked the cards that I had. So they are going to bring up this damaged one. They know that it's more difficult for me to win this game if they can damage this Ninetales GX. So they have to knock it out, though, meaning that they need to put an energy on this Lycanroc GX here. I do have like a good amount of Aqua Patches in my deck, so I'm not terribly concerned about it. I'm going to get to draw 4 cards between Professor Kukui and 5 cards, actually, because I'm going to top deck for a turn. I'm going to Professor Kukui for 2, and I'm going to get to trade for 2. So out of 5 cards, I have 3 Aqua Patch in deck unless I prize one. No, they're ending me too. Oh, they're going to make this so difficult. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, this is not fair because with Lycanroc, it's like they get to Guzma and end in the same turn. That's so not fair. It's not fair. It's cheating. So hopefully they don't have... What are they doing, man? They did not put the energy on it. Why are they not Dangerous Rogue GXing? I am so confused. I mean, are they getting the knockout? Is this enough for the knockout here? I get, what, 2, 4, 6, 120? 120 plus 60? Oh, they got a choice band, 150. Okay, they got it. So they got it that way. Yikes, this is looking rough. I don't have the option to Ultra Ball here for Tapu Lele. I just need to trade and hope I hit everything, and the odds of that are very small. So, you know, let's just cross our fingers and hope it all works out. Yikes, this is feeling pretty rough. So let's see what we got. We had the win last turn, but my opponent just ended away. Ooh, feels bad. Let's go ahead and trade the Vulpix here for a couple of cards. See what we can get. Got a DC and an Aqua Patch. Oh my gosh, we just need the Kukui. I don't think we could do it. I think my opponent's probably just going to have game. I do have the double colorless here. I have the Aqua Patch, but I don't have any other way to get my damage just to boost. I needed that Kukui so bad, and I don't have it. Yikes. So we can't Aqua Patch to the bench thing here. But there's no point in even cracking this thing for 190 damage because then I can't even snipe it. Like if my opponent just retreats it, I can't snipe it. So I think, yikes, I think my opponent's just got it. I might need to just flying flip here for 50 because I'm only doing 190. If I flying flip for 50, you know, then next turn I could knock it out, but my opponent's definitely just going to retreat it. But I could keep, like, the non-EX attacker active, so, like, I think I'm fine with that. Let's just go ahead and flying flip, and, you know, I don't know. Hopefully they don't have it. Hopefully they don't have Guzma for game on, you know, Guzma energy. But they have a huge hand, so they have to have, and trade, you know, they instantly do it. They see it. Yep, they got it. So, close match. Really came down to the wire there. And, you know, there's almost, you know, it just got weird there. It got end out of the wind. So, you know, not too mad about that. Maybe Zoroark GX Lycanroc is a deck worth looking at. I'll check into it in my own testing and let you guys know what I think about it in the weeks to come. So thank you all for watching the video. Let me know what you guys think of Alolan Ninetales GX, Zoroark GX, and Zoroark GX Lycanroc GX. Do you think this could be a legitimate deck? At this point, I've lost to it twice on PTCGO, so it might be about time that I build it for myself. So anyways, thank you all for watching the video. Let me know what you think. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace.